and a pen that farts and fights. Because that's a thing we needed. I'm one of your hosts, Dustin Diodato. Welcome to the show. And let me introduce you to my other amazing host. This music stopped way too early, but I'll explain later. First up, it's Heather Jules Booth. Hello, Heather Jules Booth.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
It feels eerily quiet since we didn't have the music.
It's okay. It's all right.
And we have one of our favorite returning guests, Julia Darden. Hello, Julia. How are you?
Hi.
And
Blossom hopped up right when she heard the music. She knew it was time.
yes.
Julia, for folks who don't know you, give us a little bit about who you are and your cat.
We get cat butts right off the bat.
Yep.
Yes, it's gonna be a good show.
Hi, I'm Julia Darden, New York-based puppeteer and comedian. So I do a little bit of everything, and I'm a very loving cat mother.
Nice.
Or I'm owned by a cat. I think that's usually more accurate. I'm owned by this cat named Blossom.
Heather, do you want to get us going?
Absolutely,
Or
would love
for a world
to.
Crazy.
Oh, this is we got one. I just want to say too, whenever Dustin sends these stories out, it's only got like the title of the article. So I saw the title of the article and I was like, I thought this was going to be some kind of like whimsical little weird story. And then I get into it. It's called Help Me, Jesus. Snake falls out of sky, lands on woman, then both attacked by a hawk. So it was the Help Me, Jesus part that I was like, okay, what's about to happen? No. A woman in Texas was mowing her lawn when a snake fell out of the sky, which already sounds like some kind of weird Bible thing. I don't really remember a lot, but I feel like that's a weird Bible thing.
Right, not out of a tree, just out of the sky.
Out of the sky. And then a hawk landed on top of that because it was trying to get to the snake. She says the snake landed on her arm and started squeezing. So she started waving her arms in the air, and then a hawk swept down and started clawing at her arm over and over. And she just kept saying, "Help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus." The hawk eventually ripped the snake off of her arm and flew away with it. The victim says she thinks that the hawk came down on her at least 4 times while trying to get to the snake. She says blood was everywhere, at which point her husband heard a commotion and came running. And I was like, okay, how long did that take?
Yeah,
after
the whole thing was done.
She's like, I was yelling and screaming. He didn't know what I was saying. I thought I was bit by the snake. I feel like before we dive into the next part of this, trigger alert, if blood's a thing, get yourselves ready because Dustin has a picture. But when you read the actual article, they don't give you a warning until after you've already seen this picture. So buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just start with a nice lady.
Let's start with her. She's like,
giving the thumbs up.
I'm better. She's giving the thumbs up.
Yeah.
She's like, I did it.
So what did it look like? It looked like that. Which
like the article unhelpfully shows this photo and then says, warning, graphic photos ahead. And I was like, all right, too late, but.
This is like the bark of a tree. Like this looks.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty wild.
I don't know how you get that many injuries. Like all. I mean, I guess a hawk jumping on you 4 times.
Yeah, that looks like it's hawk claws.
Yeah,
for sure. And
I
think, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think about how and Julia, you have a cat too, so sometimes your cat accidentally nicks you with their claw, and that hurts and can leave pretty big scratches. This is nothing I've ever seen. This is bad. That's a bad injury.
Yeah. I'm going to go so far as to say I don't think Jesus helped.
I don't think Jesus helped. I think Jesus was Jesus might have been eating popcorn and been like, oh, look at my creations battling it out. All right. So this woman thought she got bitten by the snake and says that she discovered that there was snake venom on her glasses. Okay, I'm not going to question that. I'm sure this happened, but I'm also like, how did you know it was snake venom? You may be wondering that because this wasn't her first time being attacked by a snake. She was bitten by a venomous snake a few years ago. So there's that. This feels very Indiana Jones. The snakes are out to get her, and it's always got to be snakes. But that just like, it's one of those articles where you read it and you're like, this is not real. This is not real. And then you get to the end and you're like, are you kidding me? And she had a second snake attack. All right. Lynette. It's Lynette, right? Saying grounds for divorce. Yeah. Right.
100%.
I like how conveniently it was just after everything had happened. Hey, what? Did I hear a scuffle? What happened? What happened out there?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no. Was a snake attacking you?
Okay, first, how does a snake fall from the sky? Like,
So my theory is that maybe the hawk was carrying the snake and dropped it. That's like my actual science theory. And that's why this hawk was so insistent on getting this snake back. Because I can't believe that a hawk was just flying around and was like, shit, look at that. Like, that's what I really think happened. But I so much prefer it being some kind of epically biblical snake falls from sky, hawk falls down after, plague.
because I just like the idea of like her saying, Jesus help me, and Jesus just popping in and being like, who do you think threw the snake at you?
Right. Or she's like, Jesus help me, and Jesus is like, all right, I'm gonna heighten this. Here's a hawk.
Julia, how you doing? I feel like maybe we have connection issues.
Oh, do we?
I think we might.
Oh, yes. Julia has sent me a message saying that her computer keeps freezing.
Okay. Well,
I think that sounds like Jesus and the snake and the hawk conspiring.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Sounds like to me.
Do we want? Okay, so how do we want to? Do we want to talk about this more? Or do we want to? We can jump to my story and then.
Why don't we? Why don't we jump to your story?
We'll come back to Julia,
and then we'll come back. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we've all been on job interviews. We've all, found the pressure of what it's like to, go in for job interview and make sure everything's going swell. For this one lady in Indiana, she decided, hey, I feel like I got a lot of pressure going on for this job interview. Maybe I'm gonna take a drink. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna get drunk. And oh yeah, her job interview was at the sheriff's, with the sheriff of her town. So she was going to the police station, meeting with the sheriff at 9 a.m. in the morning, and decided this was a great time for her to get wasted. She was I didn't take a picture of her because I felt bad for this lady, but she was, she was a few minutes into her 9 a.m. job interview with the sheriff. The sheriff heard her slurring, decided to give her a breathalyzer like mid-interview. She failed by being double the speed limit, so her car was impounded. She was arrested, eventually let go on bail, and as it turns out, did not get the job because doing a DUI on your way to a 9 a.m. job interview is a bad thing. I honestly, I don't care how much pressure it is for you to get a job. Like, being wasted at 9 a.m. means you woke up early to get drunk.
Right. Because you figure it's. I mean, I guess if you were drinking something really high ABV, you could get shit-faced pretty fast. But like, that takes I feel like that's going to take at least like 90 minutes to get really that point wasted. I don't know.
And then you got to figure, let's say maybe it took her 30 minutes to get to the job interview. So,
yeah.
So that means she woke up at like 7 to get drunk.
And she woke up at 7 and was like, this is the choice today. I'm just gonna have 15.
Yeah. There's no way they're gonna figure it out. There's virtually no way they're gonna
there's no way they'll know. No one's gonna know.
Anywhere from Julia?
And a sheriff.
Yeah.
She mentioned that it came back and then it froze again, so she's going to do her best to keep pushing through.
Okay.
I mean, I'm here.
Okay. It's
Great.
still fucking on.
I'm being very quiet and still in case I'm scaring my camera or my computer.
Well,
I don't know what happened. We sat on here for what, half an hour before this streamed, and we
Yes.
were fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just, it was funny because I didn't realize at first, and I thought you were just very intent about the
I was
hawk
very
snakes.
excited about your
Yeah.
I was like,
story.
wow, Julia
I mean-
she's very serious about this hawk snake story.
Yeah. Because the thing with this program is, if you lose connection, it just freezes on your last image. So we just
Right.
think that you're real serious. Like,
So that
I think
was, so I
that's
was like,
also why I was not moving as much, because I was like, I don't want to freeze on something crazy.
like a snake or a hawk.
yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Giving a weird I don't know. Some offensive hand gesture that I didn't know was a thing.
And then it's on the internet forever. Yeah.
So, Gia, have you ever committed a DUI while on the way to a job interview?
I'm gonna be so bold and say I never committed a DUI. So
Okay.
definitely not a job interview.
Well, let me.
I feel like I've definitely gone for job things and had like a shot before I got there, you know. I
Okay.
understand her inkling to like get a little loose before something, but no, not
Yeah,
when
it
you're
sounds
gonna
like-
drive.
No, and it sounds like, you know, we all know those people like improvisers or whatever who like do a shot before a show or something.
Yeah,
Where they're like,
just
same
like-
idea. They're like, just take the edge off. And then,
Yeah. But 7 a.m. is a little
it's
little
early.
you might have a bigger problem.
And like,
No
Julia,
offense.
I'm
Live your
like
best
not
life,
an,
but
yeah. But I'm no expert on alcohol, but like, am I right in thinking that takes a bit of effort to get that drunk before, like,
to be that visibly, although once you
Yeah.
have a drink from my tips training as a bartender, once
Yeah.
you have a drink and it's in your system, you can blow on for a DWI or like a breathalyzer. It'll show up.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
the fact that she was like visibly intoxicated,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
takes some effort.
and it wasn't like she had just had a drink, because she had arrived at the police station
Yeah.
and started the interview and was like, so it wasn't where she was just like, oh, I'm breathing it out because like I just did that shot.
Right.
Like, unless she got wasted like in the car, like, well, she was like psyching herself up. But I don't.
I mean, it's also,
and I'm
who
with
knows?
Heather, unless she woke up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., she kind of probably also was drinking in the car on the way there.
Yeah, I think so.
We got to get her on the show to find out, see if we can get more information.
Follow
We'll
up
get it on
interviews. Follow
Yeah.
up interviews.
My God, I would love that. That'd be amazing.
I gotta think a lot of people are asking, but we'll find out. Well, how many people could there be in Indiana? We got her name. We can. I don't remember what it is. Let me figure out what it is. That way we can. Maybe somebody can reach out to her if
Get
anybody knows.
TikTok on it. Those kids can like find
Oh my
anyone
God.
in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
If we were to put that on TikTok now, we would have an answer by the end of the show. I think.
Her
Ooh,
name
fun
is.
crazy how
segment to try out for another show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
how fast can they dox you?
Her name is Nicole. Okay, so I'm gonna get her name wrong. It's Sniadecki. Sniadecky. Sniadecki.
Okay.
Okay.
From Plymouth, Indiana.
You heard them, kids. Get out
Yeah.
there. Find
Yeah,
this
go find
woman
her.
for us.
Yeah, get her on the
Find
show.
her. We just want to ask her questions. We will not be mean. We just want to get inside her brain and like figure out.
If you can find one random person at a Taylor Swift concert, that's more people than live in Indiana. So
That's a good point.
just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
All right,
Very
so
true.
Julia, do we want to move back to your story?
Yes, let's
We went
tiptoe
right
into
down
my
out of order.
story.
Okay.
All right.
Hope
All right.
that we don't disappear. But my story is very fun, and actually, I guess you could segue from TikTok into this because it is trending. These videos right now, it's trending all over the social medias. But basically, there is a bear, a sun bear to be specific, in a Chinese zoo, and videos have gone viral of this bear standing on her hind legs and waving, or what looks like waving, to the crowd of people watching her. And the internet is convinced that it is actually a human in a bear costume that they have at the zoo. So
Plausible.
I'm also probably going to get this zoo name wrong. But it's the bear lived at a Guangzhou. It's China in east in China eastern China.
Yeah.
That sounded great.
But it's thank you. But basically,
Flawless.
the first video of this bear went viral, and now there's a bunch of experts from the UK and like zoologists from all over the world weighing in, basically being like, no, everyone is stupid, you just don't know bear facts. Because a sun bear is like, I guess, one of the smallest bears in the world. And so, and they all admit that when it stands on its hind legs, it looks like a human in a bear costume.
Yeah,
here's the picture.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I could see why people think it's okay.
Yeah. But experts are saying that it stands like this because they're so small, that their guess is that she's doing this because she wants to see over the wall, and she can't because she's not a very big bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have the video, Dustin? Because it is a very...
Yeah. Okay. So we also have the wave.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Okay, this is starting to look like last week when we had the man in the dog suit.
Right? Like, bears don't normally stand like that.
But these bears do. That's the whole thing. Experts are like, no, these bears stand like that. You've just never seen one of these bears in the wild.
Oh my god, I want to watch many more videos of this after this show.
But I do admit, as someone who doesn't know bear facts, seeing that video, definitely, she looks like one of those animatronic bears from Disney World's, what is it? Exactly, Blossom. She looks exactly like the bear from the Big Jamboree.
Mm-hmm. And like the feet look like they were wearing like little sneakers.
Mm-hmm. And it's the saggy butt. Truly does.
It did kind of look like a bear wearing like bear sweatpants and sneakers.
Yeah, but they're saying, so the experts also say in the wild that they stand like that like the marking on their chest, they do it to like show like predators like, go away, look how strong I am.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a bear, so I don't know if it would work, but
exactly. However, the one silver lining of this whole article is this zoo's attendance rate has gone up 30% since this bear has gone viral. Because everyone needs to see the human bear now.
I'd want to see the human bear.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think we can all agree that if it does come out that China has a human in a bear costume,
oh my god,
at their zoo, like, I'm sure other zoos have done crazier gimmicks.
Yeah.
Well, so do we think? But here's my question: do we think that they know it's let's say it is a human? Do we think that they know that, or do we think that this person is pulling off like a bear? Heist is the wrong word.
Of all time.
I mean,
well, okay, so yeah, you're also saying heist. Yeah, a bear heist where, like, the zoo doesn't know.
Yeah,
I'd watch that movie.
I would watch that movie too.
It's one thing if you're just like, hey, the guy at the concession stand doesn't know whether or not that's a bear or a human. But there are like zookeepers and shit. Like,
zoo experts.
Yeah, there are people who work there who are like, they're gonna know. Like, if it's like, they replaced a bear with a dude in a costume.
If he's pulling the best bear scam of all time, they could be feeding this human in a bear costume.
Yeah.
Right, but doesn't that mean that, like, the human would have to just be, like, eating raw salmon? Like,
they might.
I don't know what sun bears eat.
Probably raw salmon. Don't all bears eat raw salmon? I thought. I mean,
I don't follow bear
Okay, for example,
cuisine, but
yeah,
Exactly, which is why none of us know about sun bears.
exactly, yeah.
but I agree that if the sun bear is ordering seamless, then yes, it is a shady bear.
Got delivery for a bear?
Yeah,
Or it's a
Is
trained
anyone-
circus bear.
Yeah.
yeah. Who knows? Who knows how to type in passwords?
Blossom was like, "Did you say salmon?"
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to move on to our honorable mentions for this week?
I would
we have
love
a few.
to.
There's gonna be. I should warn you guys. There's gonna be a little bit of a Florida theme as we move along.
Well,
The first
makes
one,
sense.
the first one's normal, I think, but then it's gonna get Florida-y. 3 women injured in a rare otter attack in Montana's Jefferson River. This is a follow-up to a story from a couple of weeks ago where otters were stealing surfboards. Now they're just straight up attacking people.
I just read about this story this morning. It's wild.
Yeah, otters are apparently like fucking shit up lately.
Which
So
I didn't.
watch out for otters.
Which I'm always like, what? I didn't know that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently they got
these
they got those
otters,
teeth.
these otters were vicious.
So that's our like sort of follow up one. Then we move to Florida. Oh no, wait. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Leprosy appears to be on the rise in Florida.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
I heard
so-
about this. I've heard about this
That's
this week too.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's like 150 cases of leprosy going on in Florida right now. If you're gonna catch it, it's the trendy place to go get leprosy. So
What?
I don't know how
do
Florida
you
continues to be
combat
Florida.
I don't remember my studies enough. How do you combat leprosy? I mean, I'm sure it's praying to Jesus, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Like-
Maybe there's a cure for it at this point. I don't really know.
putting it on my list of things I'm going to look up afterwards. Because it's not like we get leprosy vaccines as a kid.
Right, but
Right, I
there's
think
herd
it just went
immunity.
away.
Yeah,
Okay, it just had gone away. Well, oh God,
because it was a thing that was like during Jesus-y time, and then it stopped because people.
Jesus! If it's
Or
in
better.
Florida, that means it's here by now. Ugh.
No,
Great.
Florida.
No, not
Florida's
yet.
more-
They don't come. Oh no, all the snowbirds are up north now. Yeah, it's probably here now.
It's here.
Yeah, so good luck trying not to catch leprosy, anybody. It's
Great.
It's rough. And our third and final honorable mention, again, out of the state of Florida. Florida cops stop narking on manatee orgies. I didn't
What?
read the story because I didn't want to know. I just saw the headline and said, yes, this is a story that we need to do. Stop narking
What?
on manatee orgies.
How?
Let
How?
them have their one thing.
Yeah, let them have their thing.
Right.
What is this
Come
in
on.
like aquariums? Is this just people diving? Where
No,
are
this
these?
is
I
in
know
the
you don't have
ocean.
the answer. It's
I'm
in the
assuming this is the
ocean, so they're like
yeah.
diving, and then what are people calling the cops and being like, "Well, I saw some manatees, and there was
I
like
mean, maybe
4 or
it's very
5 of them."
dangerous for boats.
Maybe.
I mean, they are dangerous to boats, but
That's true,
still.
Joy. It does mean that cops are watching
Yeah,
manatee
cops
sex.
are watching manatee sex. Yeah.
excellent
Imagine
point.
you're the cop, and that's your beat for the day, watching manatee sex.
God damn it! Not another manatee orgy.
God damn.
I wonder if he's just doing that. Like, stop it, guys. Just stop it. Like, I wonder how aggressive he's got to be if he's just sort of like, knock it off. And he just sort of like
Just has a
bangs his
stick.
flashlight. Yeah. So, Florida, you're Florida. Always
Wow,
doing
Florida.
Florida shit.
Wow.
So, those are our headlines for today, which brings us to our what the facts. Fun stories for the dinner
Sure.
table. Yep.
It's true, Joy.
Brings us to our what the facts for today. For those of you who have not seen the segment before, we have 3 questions that we will that I will share with you guys. Chad is can help join in on the answers. We'll figure out a thing, and be prepared, Heather, because the graphic looks different this time. More
Oh,
changes
no.
coming our way.
What? There are so many changes tonight.
Yeah, it's new now.
Oh, I
All
like
3 of us
this.
are up here. So
Okay, I like this, Dustin. This is good.
Okay.
yeah. I'm glad because it took me like 3 hours to build.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see the time and effort that went into
Yeah.
this. I like this. Yeah.
All right. So question number 1, and Julia, I'm going to come to you first. So be ready.
Okay.
Changed. What was largely the reason that the Star Spangled Banner was adopted as our national anthem in 1931? Here are your choices.
Okay.
Was it the Olympics because we needed a song to play when we won? Was it that Herbert Hoover wanted people to stop hating him, so he said, "Hey, I'll give you guys a national anthem"? Or was it that Ripley's "Believe It or Not" suggested we should have a national anthem?
Oh wow.
Which of these do you think is the real reason that we adopted in 1931 the Star Spangled Banner as our national anthem?
I mean, the logical answer is A, the Olympics, but I'm gonna go with B because I really want that to be true.
You wanted to be Hoover. Okay.
I really want it to be truly. He was like, I don't know, stop hating. Here, is this
Yeah.
happy? Is this what makes you happy now?
Heather, what do you think? Joy's going with all 3, which is not the answer. I can guarantee.
I'm going with B. I think it's B.
You're going with B.
This makes me think of the song from Annie the Musical, the "We'd Like to Thank You, Herbert Hoover," and there's
Okay.
like not there should be a lyric about Star Spangled Banner. There isn't, but I just think of all the people singing that
Okay.
angrily.
So we also got one.
But I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with Julia. He's just like, listen, guys, come on, like, okay, here's an anthem.
Cool. We got B's across the board except for Joy going with all 3 or C.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So Joy, you're you are right. It is C. Ripley's "Believe It or Not."
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, in 1931 they published a cartoon that said, "Hey, believe it or not, the U.S. does not have a national anthem," and everybody sent a bunch of mail.
a bunch of emails.
Yeah, a bunch of mail to the Ripley's guys saying like, "Hey, like we should do something about that." And he like wrote back, and he was just like, "Yeah, don't mail me. I can't do
Right.
anything. I'm just
Right.
Ripley. Like, email your senators." And then so like millions and millions of people emailed Congress to say, "Hey, we need a national anthem,"
Wow.
and they picked.
Huh.
They picked the Star Spangled Banner. So we
Wow.
only really have a national anthem because Ripley said, "Hey, by the way, we
In
don't."
less than 100 years. I did not know this.
Yeah, that is very surprising too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those
I
things
thought
that
it
like
was from like
everybody thinks we've had forever. It was 1931.
I thought
And they
we've
were
had
like,
it
"Oh,
since
hey."
like the 1800s or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
like it was
it's like-
written and they were like, we love this song. This should be our national anthem.
Yeah.
It's like the "In God We Trust" thing on money, where everybody's like, "It's been there, we've always," and it's like, no, it's been there since like the 40s. Like that hasn't been on
I don't
money.
think I knew that either.
I didn't.
Question number 2. Which of these fast food items is real? Is it mac and Cheetos? Is it the angriest Whopper? Or is it dried pork and seaweed donut? Heather, what do you think? Which of these
Oh my god.
seemingly bizarre items is real?
I think it's probably mac and Cheetos, but
Mhm.
I really want it to be the angriest Whopper. That's just
Okay.
such a great name. That's so great. Joy says all 3, which I also think it could be all 3.
Could potentially.
But
But-
ooh, I might go with all 3 then.
thing?
It could be all 3.
It depends on how I
I'm
phrase the
going-
question. It could
I'm
be,
going
it could
with
be
all-
2, it could be 3, it could be 1.
I'm
Mm.
going with all. I'm going to go with all 3 then,
Okay.
because I definitely think A is real, and I think C might be real. I'm not convinced about B, but I really love B. I want it to be, so I'll go with all 3.
Okay. Julia,
You
what
did
do you
kind of
think?
give it away. I'm with Joy.
You think I get? I mean, it could be 2 of them. It could be 3 of them. You don't know.
Right.
It's definitely one of them.
I mean, I was gonna say the angriest Whopper because I feel like Burger King has had crazy like campaigns like that where they like name them weird things. So I'm gonna just say the angriest Whopper.
Okay. Okay. You guys are right. I did give it away. It is obviously all of them. And if you're wondering,
Angriest Whopper.
and if you're wondering if I have pictures of them, of course
Please.
I do. Cheetos has 3
Oh.
different flavors
Oh, wow.
of mac and
I
Cheetos.
wasn't expecting it to be a boxed situation.
Same.
I know, me
same,
either.
Same.
I was very surprised by that. I was
Also,
expecting
why
some
is
sort
the
of
flamin' why is the flamin' hot one pink or like red? Oh, 'cause
That's
it's
what
flamin'
color
hot.
they are in real life.
Oh, all right.
They're like that deep
yeah.
red.
This is the angriest Whopper.
Oh.
Hot sauce baked. Heather, this is right up your alley.
Okay, actually, you
Except
swap this. Yeah, make this an impossible patty, and I'm on board.
Okay. I
Does
don't
this
think
have
it would
French fries in it too?
Yeah.
His onion rings,
Wow,
it looks like.
Okay, great. I'm on board. Just like I said, impossible patty, beyond patty, whatever it is.
Or maybe it's
Hot
jalapeno
sauce?
poppers. Because it looks like it has lots of like hot things on it.
Extra on board
Maybe.
with that.
I don't know.
This looks amazing.
But what do you call the angriest Whopper if it's got the beyond angriest Whopper, or is it?
Yes.
It does it have a
That's exactly
Impossibly angriest Whopper.
Impossibly angriest Whopper. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Burger King marketing. Know that that's the thing. And then
Yeah.
the third one, this looks gross to me. The dried pork and
Oh.
seafood, like this looks like a donut has a virus.
This is
of
not
some
what
kind.
I
That
expected.
food photographer did nothing for this marketing
Yeah,
team.
Yeah.
that's really true. This is terrible.
Yeah, no, that
John
one's-
just pulled his cell phone out and was like, "Yeah, I'll take a picture here."
It just, yeah, this just looks like, it looks like a Krispy Kreme that's just like rotted over.
Yep. So that.
Yeah,
That's the least likely to be eaten of the 3, it seems.
yeah.
So, gross. All right, which brings us to our third question. And Joy, you cannot participate in this one because you gave me the question, so don't cheat.
Oh, it's a
Um,
joy question. All right,
yeah.
I'm excited.
Why do scientists think men evolved to have big, bushy beards? Is it because hiding your face makes it easier for less attractive people to mate? Is it because men had to do all the hunting early on, and it kept their heads warm before there were such a thing as scarves? Or does it make it easier to take a punch to the face? Julia, I'm going to go to you first. Which of these do you think is true?
I think because evolution's involved, I think it's A, to hide their face so less attractive mates can
Okay.
mate, I don't know, or be attracted to them.
Anybody in the audience with a beard? Let us know how this has worked out for you. Heather, what about you?
I think it's also A.
You think it's also A?
I've definitely known people in life who like all of a sudden they're clean shaven and you're like, oh, you have no chin.
Well,
I didn't
that's your
realize.
face. Oh.
Right? Yeah. Oh, that's your face. You don't have a jaw. Oh, that's so interesting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think it's that, and I think you're right. It's a purely evolutionary. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to get a little scarred when the show's over, Google Zach Galifianakis without a beard. It is
Oh. Okay.
very fucking bizarre.
Really?
It is so weird to see him without a beard. He's in some movie where he's playing the founder of Beanie Babies.
Oh, the Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Wait, that's him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah.
seen the promos for that. I did not know that was him.
Yeah, that's Zach
Oh,
Galifianakis.
whoa.
Yeah. It's a whole
Wow.
different human being.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of A's in chat too.
Mhm.
This makes me very happy because it is not A.
Oh my god, what is it?
It is C. Scientists
What?
believe
Oh.
that men developed big bushy beards because they did the calculus, or they did whatever the math is, and they figured out that it's about a 38% reduction in force if you have to go through a beard on the way to punching a person in the face. So I don't know exactly how science gets there, but that's the
Oh.
reasoning. Yeah.
I I think I misread it. I I read it as a beard would make it easier to punch their face because there's like less
Okay.
like it put a target. It like
No.
scoped out where their face was for people to punch.
Okay, yeah.
But easier to take a punch.
Yeah, it makes it easier to
I
take a punch.
understand now.
Yeah, because it's like a little like cushioning around your face all the time. So when you get hit,
Yeah,
you
that
gotta go
makes
through hair.
more sense.
Yeah. I am curious
Yep.
whose like job it was to figure all this out. I have no idea whose job it was to figure all this out. But now you know, men have beards because they get punched in the face a lot. So that's what we got for What the Fact. Hopefully,
Wow.
And thank you to Joy. Hopefully you all
Yeah,
learned something.
nice question, Joy.
Yeah. If you are the type of person who feels like they're going to get punched in the face a lot, now you know what to do about it.
Put some cushion on it.
Yeah. Which brings us to our new, our still new segment. I think it's like the third time we're doing it. Available now, where we go through some ridiculous items that we found on Amazon and explain to them, and maybe read some reviews. Joy, I'm growing out my beard. You don't feel the need to do that. I think we're in a post face punching world at this point for the most part. Heather, do you want to kick us off with your item?
Oh, I would love to. Oh God, what can we say about this item other than it's called the Farting Poop Boxer Pen? It's got punching arms, makes fart noises. It also fights. It it has lightning fast farty fists of fury.
Yep.
It has, as it guarantees you, hilarious fart and fighting sounds, just like the kind from an action movie, because what action movie isn't complete without farting sounds and fighting sounds? They warn you that children absolutely love him. They've also gendered him. He's a he. Yeah, it's a warning. Children love him. Yep. He's a true boxing champion. He also has replaceable batteries, endless fart battles with no smell. It also guarantees a warranty for laughter all year. And so they have...
Are there different versions?
Yes. So there's...
Oh no, that one's just in a mask.
There's a boxing one. There's the karate punching. It also wears a mask and becomes what they're calling a ninja punching. And then there's a smaller size that's called the tooting pen, which is probably my favorite part of it. They made a small size and called it the tooting pen. Oh my God. Yes, please.
Yeah, here's one of my favorite things about this is, so I stole some of the pictures from it. So, we started out with, okay, here's the product.
Right.
Then here's the things. And then there was just this one. This is just a bunch of kids excited with the word fart. Like
just a bunch of kids, and they photoshopped the little pen into their hands, and it just says fart.
Yep. Yeah. Kind of my favorite.
I also punching one of them in the kidney.
Yep, sure is. But she's having fun because fart.
He's fart, exactly. That's all you need to know.
God. Yeah. Fart. Somebody, yeah.
No, because that's what I find disappointing in a lot of the pens that I have, is that they neither fart nor fight anybody. They're just sitting there lazily there for writing. But you know what this pen doesn't do? It doesn't make any noises. It doesn't fight anyone. It is not hilarious. It doesn't wear a mask. It doesn't do any ninja
It doesn't wear a
shit.
mask. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you're not just getting this. It's got a mask as well.
Right.
It comes with costumes.
It comes with costumes. Yeah. I think I might need one of these for my job. I think it would be amazing. The reviews are hilarious. Numerous people said that they gave it to their doctor as a gift at their colonoscopy. And like, if one person said that, I'd be like, all right, you're weird. Numerous reviews say that. So first of all, like, who's like, well, going for my colonoscopy, got to make sure I bring a gift. What?
Yeah.
What? weird. I thought
I
that
need
was
to
weird.
thank my doctor for going.
Yeah, I need to thank my doctor for this colonoscopy. What was this one? Oh, this review, the person tells a long story and then says, I want to think of it like Elf on the Shelf, except we're going to call it Poop in the Group. I think that they thought that they were very funny. Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
They were like,
Mark,
look at this.
Brainstorm better on that name.
Yeah, brainstorm better on that one. It is an Amazon review, and it's going to be there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
More colonoscopies. More colonoscopies.
Can you,
God, people.
Can you like downvote a review on Amazon? Can you be like, this person is
you can't. You can report a review, but you can only upvote a review. You can click helpful. Okay. And then if you click helpful, like it'll say, 3 of 4 found this helpful or something.
But you can't
no, like... someone's review. It came broken. Oh
no.
Yeah, you can't. And the weird thing is, I think you used to be able to thumbs down reviews on Amazon. But
I mean, thank God for a couple weeks ago when we saw all those reviews on Snoop cereal. They would have gotten serious downvotes. Yeah. Which we still haven't ordered. We still definitely need to do that.
Yeah, we do need to get it. We need to.
Yeah.
We need to plan ahead, and we're going to get it and have like a whole, like we try the foods or something, or like maybe it's a whole Snoop Loops show, something like that. Yeah.
Very excited about that.
I saw them in the store the other day. I was excited for you all.
You saw them? You saw them in person? Where?
What?
Target.
What?
Yeah.
We gotta go. There's a Target by me. I should.
The next time I find them, I'll buy them for you.
Please?
Yes.
I was very excited, though. I stopped dead in this aisle, and I was like, they are real.
They're real. They exist, right? Yeah.
They are not available at Fine Fair Supermarket in the George Washington Bridge bus terminal, whatever you want to call it. In the crappy place I get to buy food. Cool. Any more on the fart pen, or do we want to move on to your second item?
I think we can move on to the next one, but I did just find people who had posted reviews with videos, and I hadn't gotten this far when I sent you this, and they're really funny. It's really funny. So yeah, I'm a fan. 5 stars. This will cheer up even the nastiest person's day. Well, that's a nice review. So we have what I can only best describe as a cursed Garfield. It's like a cursed, sad bootleg Garfield. And I was compiling some links, and I came across the original one, which is just a sad bootleg looking Garfield. It's like all you can think is like, this thing is cursed, right? Look at that. I mean, it's cursed. It's bootleg. Something's not right with it. Yeah.
Very unhappy.
And then,
incredibly unhappy.
And then I realized that there was a separate link that had different decorated ones for different occasions.
I only have this one.
Which one did you bring up? The Halloween one? Yes.
Yeah. The Wizards.
Which makes it look even more cursed, because now something about its eyes just look so messed up. There is also, since we don't have pictures, I will describe that we also have a Bozo the Clown one, which is exactly as terrifying as you think it's going to be. One in a business tie and suit, but with little like hippie sunglasses. One that's dressed as, I think, a pumpkin, but it's also got those sunglasses that have like the slats in them. I don't know what's happening.
Oh,
and then one
like
that's
those
not
80s ones, like those 80s.
Yeah. I don't know what you really call them. The descriptions for this include the phrases: "Have the cat, have the world," only for ages 14 plus. Which, why?
What is wrong with this stuffed animal?
The review says everything about this plush cat is perfect, very lovely, fun to choke. What?
I'll explain why 14 and over. Just take a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna go full screen on this for a minute.
Okay, please do, cuz.
Just stare into its eyes for like 15 seconds. It will hypnize you and encourage you to violence.
Or
right?
seduction.
Yeah. Either way, you're
Um,
feeling something by looking into the eyes of this freaky cat.
So,
Alright.
some more selling points. Trust us, the chubby kitten cat is simply fantastic and horrifying. When you sleep, gently judging you with his eyes that stare off into a void no man can see. So,
Yeah.
I do like that they're acknowledging that this might be a cursed item. Joy says it comes with a bottle of Jack in its belly. I think that's really true. Garfield went on a bender. Yeah, he really does look like that. Like it's just,